So I apologize. Let me give a second for everybody to join back in again. We can get started. We are already now, 6 minutes behind. So give me a minute. Let me get everybody else to join in and everything, and we'll get started. I apologize for the technical difficulties. While we're waiting, does everybody recognize that this is Think Pink Month, Breast Cancer Awareness? Sport your pink. Sport your pink. Everybody sport your pink. Yeah. Let me give a few more people. We have more people than this online, so I'm going to give them a moment to sign in or to re-pick up because I cut them off unintentionally with my technical problems. A few more moments here. Thanks for joining, Mark. Jerome, thanks for coming back. Sorry we lost connection, but we are good to go now. Ready to get started? Ready to get started? I guess they didn't like me playing Aaliyah's music, Leah. Yes, Julie, please try to sign back in. My guest speaker got interrupted. Now I'm hoping she joins back in. Got disconnected like everybody else did. I hope she jumped back in. Hey, Stina. Okay, yes, representing Indiana women's flag football, and we have your president and vice president's going to be guest speakers. So yeah, right, Leah. So as soon as they sign back in, we are going to get live. And thanks, Stina, for joining in. Greatly appreciate having you on here. Waiting for Julie to get back on. I hope she's not stuck out there. Michelle, hey, thanks for joining in. One more minute here. Hopefully she joins back in. We're going to do it again, Leah, just because we are rebels. It's been a long time I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step two, step two, step two, step two, step two. It's been a long time we shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step two, step two, step two, step two. All right, there's Julie. Thank you, Julie. I'm sorry we had technical difficulties. Let me get you back in here. Okay, and now it's not letting me invite Julie. Come on, Facebook Live. Sorry for the delay, people. For some reason, the one person that I'm trying to invite, I'm not getting an option to invite. I can invite everybody else, Michelle, Leah, Jerome, but for some reason, Julie, it's not letting me invite you. It's not giving me the option. There we go. That by you doing that might have just did it. That might have just hint. You are brilliant. And there it is. All right. Thanks for asking to be added. Because that just solved the problem. So let me reintroduce again since we had technical difficulties and with my connection, I guess. But our special guest is coming from Indiana, Pennsylvania, and runs the IWFF, the Indiana Women's Flag Football, Julie Sadler, and the Vice President, Casey Noel. Thanks for joining, ladies. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. We have a couple of your players or individuals affiliated with your league on. Stina's on as well. So I'm glad that they're joining in. And all of a sudden now people are joining in. So glad we're getting people to join in. So I'm going to take a second and promote my app to give a couple more people to join in. So ding, 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 ding. All right, folks, download the app. The Women's Flag Football Network app. Download it. And also remember, this month is Think Pink Month. Breast cancer awareness. So when you're playing on Sundays or Saturdays in your league, wear something pink, whether it be socks, a lanyard, headband, shoes, anything. Wear pink to support breast cancer awareness. And we'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing with breast cancer awareness later on this month. But we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Julie and Casey, thanks for joining in. So I'd like to get you guys to tell everyone a little bit about your league and tell us where it's located at, because it's kind of surprising listening to the league name. I had to learn the hard way from Julie that I was in the wrong state.
Well, we're Indiana, Pennsylvania, so 2 states, the name. So it's a small town outside of Pittsburgh, and we really are a really small town. So that is why we play in the summertime and not your typical spring and fall leagues. So we kind of had to, we pull from lots of different counties to get the amount of women that we play in the league with. But Indiana Women's Flag Football, it started in 2015. We were just a group of girls. 36 of us played for the first year, 5-on-5. There were 4 teams. The 4 original teams were the Cherry Bombs, the Blue Ballers, the Pink Ladies, and the Verde Vixens, formerly known as the Hellcats, our very first year. So, and then after our very first game, we knew we had something special, and it just kind of has steamrolled since then.
Good deal. Good deal. You know, one of the things that I liked about your league, first of all, you guys do an awesome job at promoting your league, keeping your information up to date on social media and letting all of us know what's going on. That's big and that's huge, because not only are you promoting your league, you're promoting women's flag football. And that's what I'm all about. So I try to, you know, like and share and do whatever to some of the things that I see out there. But you guys hustle and get sponsorship throughout your local community. And that's big. That's big. I mean, hey, I see it. You guys get your hustle on, and that's really huge. Tell us about what you do to, how do you convince people about supporting women's flag football?
Well, we have 80 plus women who play in the league, and when you get a bunch of women together who really like something, it is, I mean, we're unstoppable.
They find most of the sponsors. I mean, we have some that hold over every year, and a lot of the women go find their own sponsors.
Yeah, and they just
bring them to us.
They like tell people about it. They say, this is our league, this is the league I play in, and it really is their league. You know, we run it because you have to have someone run it, but if you don't have people playing in the league, then you really don't have anything to organize. So it is all the women that play in the league, it's their league, and they all take a lot of pride in playing in it, and they all spread the good word and tell people to come watch the games and how much fun it is, because it's stupidly fun. It's so much fun, and it's easy to see how much we enjoy it, and it's honestly been great. With the response from sponsorship has been amazing. We have really affordable sponsorships. Nothing is more than $100, because we're not looking to make a ton of money on this. We're looking to get as many people as we can get involved in this to do for longevity of the program.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, you guys just don't play football together. I mean, I saw an ad or whatever for a prom. I mean, tell me about this prom.
Well, we had the prom was last year, and this year is the 90s dance party. I'll let Casey tell you about the 90s dance party. It's her baby.
Okay.
We decided to do a big fundraiser because our sponsors help us with equipment and insurance and all those sorts of things to play with the regular season. But anytime we want to expand the league or buy upgraded equipment, we need extra funds. So we decided to do a fundraiser, and we thought it would be better to actually make it something people wanted to go to. So we started last year. We did an 80s prom, which is a huge hit. And we have a lot of breweries, and we have a distillery that sponsors us, so we have it there. So yeah, we have plenty of good times. But this year it's 90s, which will be next Saturday.
Yeah, it's in 10 days today.
Yeah.
Still tickets available for anyone that's watching that wants to come. They're, you know, it's $15. You can fly to Pittsburgh. Fly to Pittsburgh, drive to Indiana, you'll be fine. But we've sold about 250 tickets so far.
Wow.
The max out was 300 of the place, so we're trying to pack the place, and it's going to be a really good time. But no, we do other things other than play football together, because the season is so short, and in the summer we have what we call off-season events. And we encourage people to come out and do bowling or trivia, Pictionary. This year we're introducing karaoke at one of our sponsors.
Oh.
And so it's just really, you know, get out, do something different once a month, and come summer, we play some football.
Well, that's great. Well, for those of us who can't make it to Pennsylvania, be sure to get some pictures up there and post them on the webpage. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that. And, you know, ladies, I really want to appreciate you guys for joining in. This is our second show, so you're our second guest on the show.
Woo!
And, you know, I try to go a little bit from East Coast and West Coast and Midwest. You know, I want to bounce around the country so we can talk a lot about women's flag football and what it's doing in different parts of the country. So I really appreciate you on last minute notice. I think I hit Julie up on right after the show last week and said, hey, you know, can you get on? And she put it together and got you guys on. So I greatly appreciate that. And any parting words, anything, any shout outs you want to give about your league or the area, anything that's going on?
No, right now we're just in our travel team mode. We have we're doing 2 travel teams this year. We have a purple squad and a lime squad. And we're heading to a tournament in Kentucky in April. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, is just getting things all geared up for the 2018 season, getting all our sponsorships locked up, and then in the meantime also doing some 7-on-7 practice, since we're 5-on-5 league. The transition to the tournaments on 7-on-7 takes us a little bit of time to kind of wrap our heads around.
Right.
People,
Well, good deal.
So confusing.
Well, good deal. Once again, thanks for being on. Hey, I see several of your players on here.
We got a bunch of
so thank you, ladies, for joining. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll get on going on with the rest of the show. But thanks a lot for joining in.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so once again, we talked about the month of October being pink. So we're going to go ahead and talk about everyone wearing your pink gear during your games this weekend. Show your support. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Lynn Lewis tournament here in Atlanta on April 21st and 22nd. But I really wanted to beat into everybody. Hey, put your pink on, take a couple of pictures, and send it through the app or email it to us. We'd love to see it. We'd love to promote you and what you're doing during your regular season games, showing your pink. Let me go ahead and talk real quick about the Lynn Lewis tournament, because this is like the grandmama of them all, in my opinion. You know, I'm a little biased here because I am here in Atlanta and working with Mashonda Gilmore, a longtime friend who got me as serious as I am into women's flag football. But we're expecting close to 40 teams, if not more, in different styles this year. So we're really looking forward to that. Mashonda, if you've been to any of Lynn Lewis's tournaments, Mashonda puts together an awesome event. That weekend is all about the women players, and you really won't understand it unless you've been to it. So I advise you, if you haven't already committed your team to participate in it, get them in. We've got multiple styles. We've got 8 women, 7 women. I think we're going to have the juniors, so the young ladies are going to be playing. We're trying to get some more 5-on-5 teams. So it's going to be an outstanding event. We've got a great venue where we're going to be playing at, and it's going to be right there for the women. So that's awesome. Check it out. But wear your pink. We've got some. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the people from the new league in Mississippi shortly, but their teams aren't able to make it, but they're sending some coaches and some of their staff down here just to check it out and see how we do flag football. So, you know, it's spreading. It's spreading. Women's flag football is spreading consistently and continually. So everyone's getting involved, and we just want to get you to push your teams to be more involved. So you still got time to sign up for Lynn Lewis. I'd love to see everybody there. And if you get there and you're playing, you see me, you'll see me. I won't be easy to miss. I make myself known because I've got the camera in one hand, a video camera in another hand, and doing whatever I can to talk to everybody. So I'd be glad to meet you if we haven't already met. But come on out and enjoy Lynn Lewis. All right, real quick, I'm going to go over some scores I got here. We're just going to touch on the LA Sportsnet scores right now. So we had, and I love their team names, we had Top Me Off losing to She Unit 19-6. We've had LA Warriors losing to Nipples and Dimes 20-6. And then Top Me Off came back to beat LA Warriors 12-8. And Nipples and Dimes loses to She Unit 12-6. The MVP of the week for LA Sportsnet was Vanessa Go. She was a quarterback for She Unit while we were in Las Vegas. You know, every time I have a chance to bring in Las Vegas, I have to pimp it and bring it up. But she was a quarterback in Las Vegas, and actually fairly new at quarterback. And she was a backup quarterback because their original quarterback was injured. And I believe they came in 4th place. So they did fairly well. She Unit did fairly well without their starting quarterback. So yeah, I wanted to go over that real quick, and I wanted to touch bases of, even though this is women's flag football, because it's breast cancer awareness week, I want to talk about 5 Star Sports. They're hosting a breast cancer awareness kickball tournament for this month in the Metro Atlanta area. It's going to be Saturday, October the 14th at 12 noon. To contact them, go to their Facebook page, which is 5 Star Sports League, and you'll be able to get information about their kickball tournament. You can also give James Reese a call, who'll be running the tournament. His phone number is 678-755-8667. 678-755-8667. Doing some things to recognize breast cancer awareness. Before we end, listen, we got to send a shout out to Puerto Rico. I was fortunate I've had a chance to chat with a couple of players from Boricuas, and they're doing fine. But as we know, no power, limited supplies out there. So we want to send our prayers and thoughts out to the players and everyone in Puerto Rico. A lot of us have family out there. We have friends out there, and we are truly concerned about what's going on out there. So we want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and make sure that you've contacted, if you can, your loved ones out there. But I do know that a lot of the players from Boricuas are doing well. They're just, in the same situation as everybody else in the state, with no power and limited supplies of food and things like that. So I am keeping in contact with them, and they're able to email every now and then. And I got a couple of messages today, as a matter of fact, before the show, and I told them I was going to give them a shout out and let them know they're all in our prayers and thoughts. Real quick, I did say I wanted to talk about Mississippi. So we're going to have the very first Women's Flag Football Network sanctioned league. This league is going to be 100% members for women's flag football. So I'm extremely excited about the Mississippi League. It's going to be called the Mississippi Women's Combine League. And I've been working with them for a good 4 or 5 months now, helping them get established in the rest of the world for flag football, because they've been doing it there in Hattiesburg and some of the other areas of Mississippi. So we're bringing them into and inviting them to come out and learn about what the rest of us are doing in women's flag football. So getting them the rules and teaching a couple of things that are different here than what they do there. But very excited about it. I'm going to give you some of their team names. We've got the Laurel Lady Steelers, the Lady Colts, Laurel Giants, the Cowboy Killers. We've got the Collins Saints, the Laurel Seahawks, the Hattiesburg 49ers, and the Brooklyn Lions. So, and they expect to have a few more teams, but those are some of the teams that have committed and have already got their rosters together. They're getting ready to start register and getting ready to play. So looking real forward to helping them out and getting everything started and using all of the services that women's go Lady Steelers. The Women's Flag Football Network has to offer any and all members to assist with tournaments, leagues, and individual teams. So once again, let me shout it out. Download the app if you don't already have it. Download the app, the Women's Flag Football Network app. And I actually just posted a great video, some clips that I took of ladies last year at Lynn Lewis. We put together a nice little video. It took me a year to do it. I'm not good at videos, but check it out. It's loaded in the app. It's also on our social media page. And hey, that's it. Sport your pink all week long. All month long. Sport your pink and take your pictures and send it in to us. We'd love to show everybody else what you're doing for Pink Month. And hey, everybody have a great evening. And thanks for joining in. I'm Norman Carter with the Women's Flag Football Network Broadcasting Station.